Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm going to be showing you today how to download and use Generic Counter. This is my program that I have made in Visual Studio, and all of it is open source. You can find it on my GitHub page right here, and it's under the Generic Counter. And you can go over to the releases, and I'll leave a link in the description for this, and you can see all the features that it includes, as well as the download link and the source code that goes with it. Now, if you don't trust this for whatever reason, you can always go over to the Generic Counter itself, get a code, and then download the full zip file. Basically, after you go and download it, you'll get this genericcounter.exe. Now, Windows may flag this as a virus, and I'm pretty sure that's because of the keyboard hook that you can find down here. Basically what it does is it reads your keyboard, your key presses, and it listens for page up and page down keys. And I'll explain what this does in a second. But first, you're going to open a program. Now, this won't be here. Your program will look like, not like this. It'll look like this whenever you first get it. So now, what you need to do is find your text file. So if you haven't already, you can make one. Go to your desktop and you can like right click anywhere in here. You can go to new and then text document like that, and then just create a generic one. It just needs to have either numbers in it or preferably blank. But now what you need to do is hit open. It'll recognize the text file. Now I know some people only have one monitor, so whenever they stream, they have some sensitive information in their C drive information, so I automatically have it as hidden. But basically, after you get your text file, you just hit enable and everything else turns on. You can hit save, and this will save for every time you close out of it and come back into it. Now, you hit add and remove. So you can add one to the account or remove one to the account. Now, notice if you hover over these, they'll show you the shortcut keys. Add is page up, and remove is page down. You can see it is recognizing, and I am not clicking. You can probably hear me pressing my keys. That is because they're bound to page up and page down. Now, of course, 546, 1. So it should be at 547 now. And it is. It'll work all the time whenever it is in background. All you have to do is know which keys to press. And that's page up to add one and page down to remove one. I am getting hotkeys worked into it, so that'll be a thing whenever it comes to it. But notice there's sounds here. So for whatever reason, if you want a sound with it, you can do it. You can choose from one of 4 pre-selected sounds or no sound, or you can choose a custom sound. This is the newest addition to the program. I got the Taco Bell bong. Pretty funny, right? So if you want to add one, it'll now play the Taco Bell ding whenever you hit add or remove. Because some people want to start higher and then go lower, whatever reason you have for that. It's pretty much supposed to be super customizable. Of course, you can just add sound as, put the sound as no sound, and it'll remove the sound completely. I won't be showing the other ones, you can do it on your own time. But one really cool thing is the customization for this program. Let's say you have a theme going on and you want the text color to be green for whatever reason. You can do that. You can change the background color to be orange if you really wanted to. My eyes kind of hurt though doing that, so I won't be doing that. But you have the option to do it. Now, you can choose from 3 different templates that we have, which is the Animal Crossing and Death Mode. Death Mode originally started from this first program that I wrote. And it does basically the exact same thing as this. It's just not as effective or has that many features. So first off, you got death mode. You can switch it back to generic and it'll refresh everything. But we put on death mode, comes with this cool little icon at the bottom. And you can also alternatively set it to the Animal Crossing mode. This was a feature request by a few friends. They all like to play Animal Crossing and figured they would use a counter for OBS. Now, the real question is, after you get your customization done, because not only can you do all of this crazy nonsense, you can also rename the counting word. So instead of deaths up here, you can put islands, and it'll put add and remove islands. It's just a little thing that, you know, if you want to have it, it's there. Of course, you can just unclick this and everything will be set back to where it was. Just to show you this works, you can hit OK after you put islands in, hit exit, it'll come back in, and there it is. Loads every time you come on. Now, another one you can do is hit logs, and this logs everything that goes on. So you add one, remove one, add one, remove one. You can go to counter increments, change this to 10, add 10, remove 10, add 10, remove 10. It literally logs everything. There's a few things that it doesn't log because it's basically not necessary. But we also have a help button. This is a nice little tutorial. This warning is not relevant anymore. I fixed this bug since the last issue with it. And that was, it was writing to a text file way too quickly and the system couldn't keep up and it would crash. But now, instead of it being recognized by holding down a key, it recognizes by key up. So you can spam it to your heart's desire. Unless you have an auto clicker, nothing will happen. Next thing, we have edit directly. You can actually edit directly because you don't want to click 590 some odd times to get back down to 0. So if you want to have 0, you can just type 0, hit enter, make a nice little Windows ding sound, and then it will set it back to 0. Of course, this will still one. You can go negative with this if you ever want to for some reason. But that's how you do that. Now the big question is, that's all fine and dandy, but how do you get this into OBS? Basically, you go down here, you click the little plus sign, then you go to text. And you can put this as counter. Now after you do that, you hit enter, your text goes down here. Then all you gotta do from this is select your font and how whatever way you want this to look like. Go to read from file, hit browse, and go to that same exact text file that you found on this. So the same exact text file, deaths.txt. We want to find deaths.txt here. Notice how it says 0. You can just hit OK. The number appears right here. I'll blow it up for you guys so you guys can see it. Maybe not that much. Yeah, let's do about that. So it's at 0. Now, if I up the count, changes to 1. I can keep doing this all day long. All the way up to 21. If you so desire it. Of course, the edit directly will still work for this. Everything will work. And all you gotta do is leave this running in the background. If you die in a game and you want to count your deaths, you can hit page up and it'll add it to your total. And that's basically it. If you guys have any questions, if you guys need any help and you have the program currently installed, or if you even have any recommendations, if you want to make a suggestion for me to add to the program, you can always click Discord right here. It'll pop up your default browser, send you straight to the Raised Cave Discord. I'll take this invite link, I'll put it in the description as well, so if you guys want to use it. And, well, that's it. If you want to go ahead and just try to use this as a template or use this for some of your own projects, go ahead, feel free. But other than that, thanks for watching.